I totally forgot to do sound check, and I didn't alter any settings since last week, so hopefully it all sounds fine. But hey, stream, welcome back. Okay, regular shit. Twitch Prime if you got it. If you don't, whatever. If you're watching this on YouTube, check the Twitch stream. That's pretty much all I got. Sorry that we started late. I got home and I had a nap by accident, and my cat didn't wake me up like he was supposed to until like 4 minutes before the show. And then the microphone wasn't working, so I had to reboot my computer, but it had been like, I kept postponing a Windows update for about 2 months now, so it took like 5 minutes to do that. It's just things aren't going well. Who's doing the recap? What happened last week? Let's just jump in.
Yeah, Al, what happened last week?
Yeah, Al.
I don't know. I didn't take notes. I thought somebody else was going to want to do it.
I remained dead.
There was a fight.
Yeah, I vaguely remember a fight, some little asshole on a stump, and jumping into another dimension.
That about sums it up.
Yeah. You forgot about the drow trying to make a drider.
Wait, what? That's the fight.
That was the fight, yeah.
Yeah. But the fight is very much not really.
That's all it was. I mean, just fighting.
Okay, fair enough.
Then
Yeah,
there
there were only
was
like
a
9 of them.
firefight. That's my one to fill for the night. We're good.
Yeah, and some dirty old woman wants us to do a job for her.
Alright, she was like dead or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you skimmed over that one.
I mean, this was that. Alright, so we saw some asshole on a stump. We went and had a fight with a bunch of drow. Met some old lady, pulled her out of her grave. Wait, no, she was already out of her. She pulled herself out of her grave. Said she wanted us to go do some stuff. She told me to bow. I bowed to no woman but my mama. And then I jumped in the portal after her.
Yeah, okay, yeah, this is pretty good Eggman recap. Anything to add, Al, or
Yeah.
are we good?
I think he,
Just about got it all. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So, mere moments ago, Bjorn the Reborn, a strange woman that dug herself out of a grave, you guys had agreed to a contract, if you don't remember that, to kill the leader of the Norma mercenary camp and leave them a note. Jumbo Joe, Jackerson, Yogurt, Blarick, Erwin, this is all your fault. In agreement, you were going to get paid 3,500 gold pieces and a magic sword. And then Eggman jumped through the portal. And that's where we left the session, so that's where we're going to pick it up. As the portal dissipates from view. What?
But we
What?
did not have a timeline on this.
There was no
segment.
strict timeline, that is correct. But, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so as the portal kind of closes, you see the back of Eggman as he's, glancing around in what looks to be a black void. You just see
Looks
him.
like a black void.
and then the portal closes, and that's all you see. And it's gone. That sliver into another dimension, into another plane of existence, closes, and then there was 3.
Well, damn.
Well, that was unexpected.
Yeah.
What should we do, I guess?
Well, I mean, I can kind of hear in my head Eggman being like, we should press on to the tower. Get job done.
Yeah, he would probably say that.
Yeah.
I want to know more what Eggman would say.
It's actually really funny when other people RP your character. It's so good.
Oh, I guess, well, we've got an extra horse now.
I guess I can ride that one now.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess
What was
should we?
its name?
Bojangles, I think.
Alright.
I guess I
I'm
should
gonna
give
go
you that
pet
character sheet then.
Bojangles.
Congrats, you're now the
Um,
owner of a Bojangles. And Meeps can't see it
Hooray.
anymore. Where did my Bojangles go?
Aw.
Poor Eggman. Just lost in some other dimension with no horse.
Well, how is he going to get back up on the horse?
He's got to find one now.
That's rough.
Yeah. So I figure it's been like a minute or maybe 2 minutes since that happened. So somewhere in another realm of existence, Eggman's just going, guys, I think I fucked up.
Guys, I think I fucked up.
That's just my headcanon, but, you know, hey, it works.
And I mean,
Meanwhile, there's nobody around him except for Bjorn.
I was going to say, there's somebody still there, I would assume.
Yeah. You'll never know what happens there. What happens in the other realm stays in the other realm until somebody brings it out of the other realm.
Oh yeah, Jay was just about to announce. Now on Thursdays, Eggman, The Adventure of One.
Shh! You weren't supposed to announce it yet.
Maybe he'll stumble across Weewoo or something.
Well, yeah, it's possible.
Maybe I'll meet Door.
You know what? He is in that plane. He could meet Door.
Just Eggman and Door hanging out.
Yeah.
Sounds adorable.
We already have a Brian.
It's my job to rub off on people, so, you know.
Whoa.
I get that job?
Yes, the phrasing was intentional. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Make sure you get consent.
Yeah, please.
Consent, please.
Consent, please. What's a crabgrass? Oh, fuck. Okay. Anyway, on target. Stay on target. Yeah, you're all kind of hanging out there. Are you gonna continue on the mission, or what are you doing?
Let's continue with the mission, I guess.
Should we go try to kill that person or go to the tower?
The person that just went through the portal?
No, the person they asked us to kill.
Oh. I don't see the three of us being able to pull that off.
Probably not.
And we don't have a strict timeline, so at this point I'm just going to kind of file that away in the back of my head and
Okay.
I guess we should go do the tower then, huh?
guess.
To the tower.
Okay. Let's see. This would have been... That would have been, what, your evening encounter? Because I think you met the Drows in the morning. And then this was your... Okay, so yeah. Somebody give me a D20. And if it's wrong, fuck it. Then you get a fourth encounter for the day. We'll figure out what's what. Okay, a 16. Let me see. Okay, could you roll a D112, please?
That's new.
Yeah, I'm experimenting with a different table. Okay. Okay. Alright. So, as you continue traveling northwest towards the tower, the tree cover kind of slowly starts to abate a little bit here or there, and you can actually see way off in the distance, probably a day's ride or so, you can actually start to see a black tower spiking out of the ground. It's still, like I said, it's a fair ways off, but now you actually have a target in sight. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to spook you. You're good. And as you start walking towards it, you realize it's starting to get laid out. Is there any particular kind of thing that you're looking for a rest spot? Or are you going to push through and risk it for the biscuit? Dash to the tower? Or what are we doing?
Should probably rest. Is
I
there any,
second
like,
that.
secluded areas or, like, kind of...
Okay. Give me a perception check. Either two of you can do it or one person with advantage. I'm not picky. Yeah, that works. Okay, so you have two choices. You see, kind of like as you're walking through, because you guys are off the road, you've been off the road for a little while. On the right side, there appears to be like a, almost like a miniature mountain. It's a little bit bigger than a hill, and it's a lot more rocky and like cliff face style than like a mountain, but it's definitely like got a sheer edge to it. And you see like a large gap in part of where the rocks would meet near the base of it. It looks like it, kind of could be a cave, something that would give you kind of natural preservation from the elements and stuff. Possibly only one way in and out might be easier, more secure. Alternatively, on your left, it looks like there's a area where some trees may have fallen, and you figure you can probably get a couple of the, bigger branches and kind of lean them up to a base, kind of make yourself like a little lean-to. A little bit more open to the weather, but still relatively fine. Your choice on whether you want to rough it or go for the cave.
Maybe we should just use those logs over there and make a little campsite.
That sounds like a great idea.
Alright.
Okay, going for the logs. All right. Okay, it doesn't take much skill, just a matter of time. So within probably an hour or so, you gather enough branches and, foliage and stuff to make yourself kind of like a ramshackle lean-to in the the outskirts here of the woods. And, it does the trick, for the most part. Some light spritzing of rain every now and then throughout the night. But doesn't look like it's going to rain like a ton. But how do you want to do the watch with 3 people?
Well, I only need 4 hours of sleep, so...
Fair.
I can take first shift.
Okay.
You also only need 4 hours?
Yeah.
You're a wood elf?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a wood elf and something.
Eladrin.
Eladrin, yeah. Right. Fucking high elves
Okay.
and shit. Fucking
Kind
royalty
of sounds
up in
like
here.
you guys have it covered. I'm just going to take the whole 8.
I mean, that's all right. I don't care.
Okay.
Al's gonna trauma sleep. He's seen some friends do some shit.
Yeah.
Just dead to the world tonight, eh?
Yeah. Wake me up if you guys need anything.
Okay, have a good sleep.
Missed opportunity to use the go-go.
thought about it.
All right,
Yeah,
did you
I'll
bring
look down.
some for the rest of us, Meeps?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I've
Well,
got
now
a
I feel
bag
like
of
an
carrots,
asshole. Oh, I don't have any carrots. I'm gonna have grilled cheese after this. Anyway, okay, so whoever's doing the first watch, give me a perception check for the first 2 hours.
I'd like to make you grilled cheese.
I make a mean grilled cheese. Brian and I talked about grilled cheese for like 15 minutes the other day. It was good. There we go. All right. On the first half of your watch, it starts to rain a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. And yeah, it's a little bit of rain. Aside from that, you don't hear or see anything out of the norm. Can I get a perception check for your second half of your watch? Okay. Okay, let me check something. Okay. The second half of your watch goes by uneventfully. It's still raining softly, but, with your lean-to, mostly everybody's dry. You're good.
Alrighty, I guess I'm gonna go wake up Xanic.
All right.
Hey, buddy, it's time to wake up.
Oh, okay.
Have fun.
Good night.
Meanwhile, Al's just sleeping there. I was gonna say, missed opportunity again for you to, like, get up and, like, poke the shit out of your husband just then. Like, walk over and be like, hey, wake up. Missed opportunity.
Get up.
Anyway, okay, so for the first half of your watch, Xanic, can I get a perception check, please? Yeah, okay. First half of your watch goes by uneventfully. You do hear a very faint crackling sound, almost like a campfire, coming from the cave. But aside from that, nothing.
Okay.
Okay. Perception check for the second half. Okay. The second half of your watch. Okay, a little bit more of the crackling happens. It's a little bit more intense, and you can actually feel a radiating heat coming from the cave mouth. Even though you guys are like a good 100 feet away, like your choices were pretty far separate. And just sitting there, you're just like, that crackling's kind of weird. And then all of a sudden, it's like a wave of heat coming out of the cave mouth, and you can actually feel the difference. Like, when you step into a sauna, it's that instant, like, kind of heat thing. It's like that. But just where you're sitting, it just washes over you.
How long before morning is this?
Probably hour and a half, maybe an hour.
I'll keep an eye on it for now, unless something else happens.
Aw, Brian, it's cute. He's protecting your rest. Okay.
Well, and, the other person.
Oh, yeah, I guess she counts too.
I'm a woman, I'm sorry, I don't count as a whole person.
Oh, fuck, I almost had a good comeback, but I forgot it. Yeah, it was
Isn't
there,
that what
but
they
then
all
gone.
say?
Yeah.
That's what I hear all men say. Oh, I just had it. Oh.
Yeah. And I just left. I concur with all of those messages, because I too am also. Yep. Well, except for the Santa one. I'm not doing that, but I am doing the Brian. Anyway, so
No booty shorts?
no, and way to out her.
What'd I do?
That's
You
fine.
just outed her, Jay. There's
But now
two
you
chicks.
just actually technically did it, because I could have been talking about you. Well, this has been fun. Oh, man. And then Meeps just had to make it awesome. Okay, anyway, moving on. Getting away from that as fast as we can. So, the rest of your watch goes by just with the sweltering heat coming in waves out of the cave.
Okay.
Yeah. You still hear the odd crackling coming from it, and a whoosh. And every time there's a whoosh, there's a heat wave that comes out of the cave. But yeah, eventually, 8 hours finally does come to an end, and y'all have completed a long rest. Feel free to, do the long rest thing on your Beyond and restore all your hit points and class features and all that fun shenanigans. And then what would you like to do?
Well, once they get up, I'm gonna point out the heat coming out of the cave over there.
Oh yeah, as soon as they wake up, they notice it. Like it's like when you get out of an air-conditioned car and it's hot and humid, and you're just like, woof, you instantly start sweating. Yeah, it's that.
Feels kind of hot.
I think it's coming from the cave. There's like crackling.
Well, how long has this been going on?
Like a couple hours, maybe.
Yeah, you guys glance over towards the mouth of the cave, and you can actually see, like, on a hot day where you can glance down the road or whatever, it's got like this heat shimmer to it. That's what's happening at the mouth of the cave. It's so hot.
Maybe we should get away from it.
Yeah, maybe we should just do that.
I was kind of thinking about maybe going to investigate, but if it's really that hot, then probably not a great idea.
It's not like you're going to burn up on contact by getting to it. It's just going to be uncomfortably hot. Like walking down a, highway in the middle of summer. With
Thank
no
you.
shoes on.
Next.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. If you don't want to investigate, that's fine. What are you looking at? Anyway.
I would be more
thanks.
willing if we weren't down to 3.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Well, when you lose, a tank. It's kinda
Oh wait,
hard.
your sense of adventure went through the portal. My bad.
Yeah.
Right?
It died with the rest of his group.
I think we're
Yeah.
just looking for a block tower.
Right.
And a gunslinger.
Yeah.
Only if it's Idris Elba. Okay. So you guys are continuing on your travels then, yeah?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can I get a morning D20, please?
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, but for me it's always a natural 20. Sometimes 19. 10.
Pixar didn't happen.
Okay, tomorrow morning. Okay. As you guys are making your way, you finally can see the end of the trees. The kind of forest lets go and opens up into basically like a plateau of just plains that stretch on for miles, as far as the eye can see, except for the north. Eventually, you do see some mountains there. To the south, it's just rolling hills. And then same thing for the opposite directions, obviously. Behind you, you can see the forest. And as you're leaving the last bit of the trees, you get about 30 feet away from the last trees. Don't worry about that, Meeps. Nobody saw it. As you are getting away from the last of the trees, you hear a sound. Does anybody here speak Sylvan?
Yeah.
Okay. You would hear a little bit of Sylvan. You'd hear, "Thank you for visiting."
I'm gonna look around for the voice.
Okay, make a perception check. Yeah. Okay. Let me check what this blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All you see is trees.
Did you guys hear that voice?
You both would have heard it as well. Yeah. Even if you couldn't make out what it said, if you don't understand Sylvan.
I
I
heard
heard
something.
something.
Someone said thank you for coming.
Could you find where the voice came from or general direction or something?
I don't know, it was somewhere. Do you think we should look around?
You're welcome.
It wouldn't respond. Yeah, it's just, yeah. Sorry, were you gonna look around or do anything?
I don't know. I feel like we should just kind of go back and look for that tower again.
Man, Eggman really trained you guys well, eh? You know, for all of the day that he knew Astra.
Yep.
Kind of left a mark, eh?
How can you not?
He tends to do that, yeah. I felt very weird waking up this morning without being told that he feels awake and refreshed, and
Ready to take on the world. Yeah.
And there
Yeah.
was no magical bean water of waking.
I
Right.
know it's rough.
Well, he took the magical beans with him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well,
I think
and
he
you know,
has
at
them
least
on
he's
him,
gonna
so-
have a good time every day. He'll wake up
That's true.
every day feeling dreadful and dreary, but at least he'll have his cup of joe. Oh, Meeps, can I get a D100 from you, please? This is gonna happen every day, by the way, just so that you're aware. Okay, yeah, you're good. I'm not rolling Eggman's insanity checks. You are. Okay, so you guys set off, and just as you take another step away from the trees, you just hear "Be safe" in Sylvan.
I'm gonna look around for the voice again.
It's just trees.
Why are the trees talking? And why can't you understand them?
Because I don't know that language.
Why?
I mean, it's kind of similar to Elvish, so I kind of got a little bit of the gist, but
Oh,
With this whole last incident with Eggman, I'd just say let's keep going back to the mission right now. Because, I mean, I feel like we're just going to lose another one of us.
we have lost a lot of friends.
indeed.
There was Eggman and the angry woman
Not
and
Eggman.
the goat woman.
No, they're not Eggman.
Yeah.
Team na is now no. Now it's just na. Oh man.
If this is my only legacy, I love it.
Oh god. All right. So eventually, you know, you guys after the small talk and being talked to by something, you guys do leave. It doesn't make any more parting statements to you. And you start making your way towards the tower, which you can clearly see ahead of you. It's large, it's in charge, it's just chilling there, not going nowhere. Roughly about 3 or 4 hours into your travels, you realize you're not getting any closer to it. It's still the exact same distance away.
Why are we not getting closer? It's been hours. What's going on?
Are we there yet?
That's the new Eggman. I love it.
I thought we were getting closer.
Obviously, you have no depth perception.
Oh. Maybe we should try going another way?
What do you mean by
What's
another
the
way?
other way you propose?
Turn around and approach it backwards?
Exactly. That sounds great.
To be
You
fair,
can tell who's played D&D before.
he's from the Fae, so sometimes that is how you get places in the Fae, because that place is fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you can't walk directly towards something; you have to turn around and walk backwards towards it, and that actually. So I mean, to be fair, that was like a legitimate thing.
To be fair.
Okay.
To be fair, now the Fae is fucking weird. I am not going to be including much of it in this campaign because it is fucking weird. Unless you guys go there, in which case then it's a whole new bag of cats. Anyway. Continue.
So,
I guess we can try your way, Xanic.
I'm going to try to get the horse to walk backwards.
Okay. It takes some doing. Give me an animal handling check.
all of us are just him.
If you also want to do it, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. So all three of you start walking your horses backwards. It's very slow going because they don't normally walk backwards. But you're able to get them to go. After about 15 minutes, you realize you've probably only gone 10 paces. And figured, you need to probably figure another way to go about this, or it's going to take you a week.
But are we getting closer?
You glance at the tower and it appears that you have not moved at all. Or if you have, it's only 10 feet and your perspective doesn't change because it's only 10 feet.
I'm gonna hop off my horse and just start walking backwards myself, I guess.
Okay. Are you leaving your horse there? Are you leading it? What are you doing?
I'll lead my horse with me.
Okay. Astra hops off her horse, starts walking backwards. The horse is following her frontwards. What are the other two of you doing?
How far away from the woods are we?
Oh, several hours. You guys have been walking
Oh,
for
okay.
a while, yeah.
Well, I didn't know if they were getting further away or not.
Oh, yeah. They appear to be getting further away. It's not like they're walking away, like you guys are walking away, obviously. So,
Yeah.
as you are walking an hour, westward, the trees have moved an adequate amount. Or rather, you've moved an adequate amount from the trees. You know what I mean? I feel like I have to clarify that because the other group had a forest chasing them, so that's a thing.
Like you do.
As you do. Yeah.
I feel like
Alright, I'm gonna follow Astra's lead.
You walking backwards as well?
Yep, with
Okay.
my horse.
All right.
Well, guiding my horse.
Sure. Al, what are you doing?
I am going to stay still for a couple minutes to see if they get away from me.
Oh, yeah, they absolutely do. You notice, they make it 5 steps away from you, and they're 5 steps away. And as they keep going and you're just sitting there watching them, eventually they're 30, 40, 50, 60. You're like, they're going. They're not stopping. They just keep walking.
And they They're making progress towards the tower?
It appears so.
Does the tower seem to be moving away from them?
From your perspective, it seems to be the exact same distance it was before.
All right, I'll catch up.
Okay. You walking backwards, or are you just riding your horse straight through them?
I'm riding straight.
Okay. You ride up to them, and within a matter of seconds, obviously, because you're on a horse, you catch up to them, and you're just riding next to them as they're walking backwards and leading their horses. Like I said, you caught up to them really quickly, and you continue walking. The tower's not getting any closer, but you're definitely moving, and as you look back towards the tree line, it's getting further away. Every 10, 15, 20 feet, you're getting that much further away from the trees.
Is the ground moving? Like, is the ground just, like, spreading open? I mean, if it doesn't look like we're going anywhere, that could mean that the ground's just, like, an endless...
Treadmill.
On a treadmill.
It's funny that you use that word because I was typing a meme in the chat at the same time. Anyway.
Anyone else have any thoughts, or... We just gonna sit here and keep walking?
Is there anything, like, behind the tower? Like mountains or more trees or...
No, at that distance you probably wouldn't be able to see it. It appears to just be a tower in the middle of a wide open field, roughly a day's walk away from you. You don't see any other landmarks, except for behind you, obviously, the trees you came from, and the mountains to the north. Roll an intelligence check. Anybody who wants to. Just a check, not a save.
Can I guidance myself?
No, because this is like a passive kind of check. Alright, so Zanuck has no fucking clue. Astra, you're confused by it. Al, as you're walking, you look to your right, towards the north. You pick a location, that you can see some kind of landmark somewhere on the mountain. Maybe it's a tree that's sitting out of the mountain on a weird angle. Something unique that you can spot. And you keep walking towards the tower. Roughly an hour later, after walking towards the tower, you glance back, and the tower is exactly the same place it was the whole time. You guys have not made any movement towards it whatsoever. But you look towards the north, and your perspective has changed on the mountain. It's like you've been walking west for an hour, and it's changed your perspective on that one unique landmark on the mountain to the north.
So for the trees behind us and the mountain to the side, we're definitely moving west.
Yes. But the tower appears to still be a day's ride distance away from you. I love it when the party is stumped. You can see the cogs moving. It's great.
What
I think mine
if-
stalled out, sorry.
What if we turn kind of southwest a little bit?
Okay.
So we're not heading directly towards it. We're just kind of like circling around it, so to speak.
Sure. Okay. So you turn, and how long would you like to go in that direction for?
About an hour.
Okay. Roughly an hour later, you notice that you're roughly an hour's ride further away from the mountain, further away from the trees that you came from, and roughly a day's ride away from the tower.
Is it still due west?
No, it's based on the orientation. It would be, maybe like a couple of degrees northwest at this point.
I'll try like looking further ahead or like to the sides of us, seeing if like I can see like anybody or anything around us.
Okay, yeah, sure. Make a perception check. Okay. As you're looking around, you're kind of taking it in. You're just kind of glancing, not being too quick, but you notice something in the foliage, probably 50 or 60 feet due north of you. Appears to be a rabbit or something. And as you're sitting there, like watching it, trying to figure out what's happening, you hear a sound coming from above it. So you look up and you don't see anything. And as you're trying to find what it is, all of a sudden, a very large bird just appears roughly 100 feet above the rabbit, swoops down, grabs it, flies off about 100 feet, and then completely disappears. But you can still hear it, and you can hear the rabbit kind of screaming even 100 feet away as the bird's kind of cawing and flying away. But
does the bird fly like over us or just like further away from us?
You don't know. You saw basically it appeared 100 feet above you, swooped down, grabbed the rabbit, and flew straight back up 100 feet and disappeared. But you could still hear it.
I'm going to try walking over to where that rabbit was and seeing how much everything changes.
Okay. You walk over, and there's a couple of little blood spots on the ground from where the rabbit was. Maybe a little tuft of fur here or there, but...
Can I climb up the tree?
What tree?
Or no, wait, sorry, is there a tree?
There is no tree. It is a wide open field.
Is there a tree nearby? Or somewhere that I could like climb up higher and like see like from higher up?
About 4 hours to your east, there was a bunch of trees. That's where you guys came out.
I'm going to search around the bush, seeing if there's anything suspicious there.
It's not really a bush. It's just like foot-high
The ground.
grass everywhere. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you find a little tuft of fur from the rabbit, little couple spatters of blood here or there, but nothing else.
I'm going to leave my horse with Zanuck or whoever, and then I'm going to try walking backwards, just me by myself, to the tower, seeing if you can only walk backwards.
Okay. You start walking backwards. You see them getting smaller and smaller as you keep walking away.
And I'm going to turn my head back, and is that tower getting closer?
Nope.
Said it was about 100 feet of area that the bird was visible in before it disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
can I walk?
heard the bird, saw nothing. It randomly just appeared roughly 100 feet above you, swooped down and grabbed the rabbit, and flew up 100 feet and then disappeared, but you could still hear it.
So there was no arc in its trajectory. It was just literally straight down, grab, straight back up.
The arc was the swooping down to get its prey and fly off. Like, it's clearly a predatory bird, like a falcon or an eagle or something like that, just grabbing its food.
I'm going to head back and get my horse.
I'm gonna take out my bow and shoot an arrow at the tower.
Okay. Make an attack roll with disadvantage. Oh shit. Santa, you got another backup character ready? No, I'm kidding. You're good. No, I'm just messing with you. Yeah, the arrow, obviously you're trying for distance, so you know you've got to arc the arrow. I mean, you've been around bows for long enough. You fire the arrow, it leaves your bow, flies about 100 feet up as it's flying. You lose sight of it completely disappears. After maybe 20 seconds or so, it reappears, but, maybe 200 or 300 feet further away, and then slowly sinks and lands into the ground. I guess quickly, because, gravity. But yeah, you see it does, hit into the ground.
Okay.
There's some trickery afoot.
Do you think it's like a spell or something?
Maybe. Alright, I'll try it. I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic around us.
Okay. Please hold 1 second. Do. Okay. Could you make an Arcana check, please? Or ability check using your spellcasting ability. So I guess Charisma check. You cast a spell, nothing happens.
Checking the wording on something for a second. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Did it fail?
It did.
Okay. I'm gonna use a sorcery point to try again.
Okay. Can I get another charisma check? Okay. Let me check. Wow. Okay. Please hold. All right. So, he's been a sorcerer the whole time. As you cast the spell, there's like a faint shimmering effect all around you, similar to like the heat that you saw the night before. And the tower just lurches towards you in a blindingly quick display. Astra, who's still walking towards it, is about 4 feet away from it when it finally stops.
Well, hot damn! Look at that. I did something,
She almost walked like head first into it.
guys. I fixed it.
You now can see
Cool, thank you.
that, random birds here or there that were flying above 100 feet, you can all of a sudden now see them, including one very large bird carrying what presumably could be a rabbit, flying, very high above you, looking for its nest to go eat. Yeah, the DC was 19 because it was a 9th level spell, so,
A wish spell, perhaps?
Nope.
Hmm.
It was just a certain spell that he cast at 9th level. Or somebody cast at 9th level. I mean, it could have been a her. You don't know.
50-50 chance.
You thought Bjorn was a dude, right? Last week, female body. What can I say, I could be
We didn't know
misleading you
anything
right
about
now.
Bjorn.
You don't know.
That's a different spell.
All right, so the kind of the situation where you're at, big black tower, 4 feet away is Astra, and then roughly about 60 feet away is Al and Zanuck, just kind of standing there with the horses.
I'll ride over to Astra with her horse.
Okay.
Hey guys, we found it.
Hooray! Well, that was some messy magicry. What was that?
I don't know.
Some kind of illusion, I guess.
That's weird. So do I see like any openings in this tower or
No. It is a large tower that appears to be maybe 60 feet in diameter. It only takes you, less than a minute to walk all the way around it. While you're walking, you don't see any doors. You don't see any windows. It's completely black. Not like the absence of light or anything like that, but like the bricks were maybe made out of obsidian or some kind of black stone. But like all the grouting and stuff that's in it, like, is really seamless to the point where, like, without taking a really deep look, you could mistake the place for just being made out of one solid chunk of stone or something.
I want to look off into the horizon again and see if I can find anybody or like a hideout or anything somewhere.
Okay, make a perception check. As far as the eye can see, in all 4 primary directions, as well as the 4 other ones, north, northeast, east, southeast, etc., the whole compass, you just see, as far as the eye can see, just plains. Grass, maybe a little bit of wheat here or there, the odd wildflower, just wide open fields.
Well, we found the tower, now what?
Job's done. Leave. I can picture Eggman just being like, found it. Let's go.
I'm going to stomp on the ground, seeing if there's like a secret door on the ground or something to get into the castle.
Sure. Looks ridiculous, but you don't find anything. You just, it was a good thought. But you don't, it's just ground. It's soft, malleable,
I'm gonna feel around on the tower, see if I
All right.
Notice anything?
Yeah. I mean, you start feeling around. The stone or whatever it's made out of is warm. The sun, hitting the tower and keeping it warm. It's not bad.
I'm gonna slap the door or slap the the tower.
One sec.
Like that, or like
Tonight's
Nice.
episode brought to you by 3 apes on a football.
All right. Sorry. So you're slapping the tower?
Yeah, just a nice little.
Oh, okay. You give it a nice little whap, and it makes a satisfying thud sound under your hand. It's exactly what you wanted from it. I don't know.
is it?
I don't know what you wanted from that. Like, it sounds like you would expect, like your hand hitting a stone.
I was so hoping for her to say it's made a satisfying sound.
I was ready for that too.
I will try actually like knocking on it.
Okay. Immediately you hear what sounds to be like the crotchetiest old man you've ever heard in your life. Kind of just goes, what?
Why are you crotchety?
I don't have fucking time for this. Talk to my assistant.
Hi.
Oh, hello. Well met, travelers. Welcome to the tower of the ever-living, undying, beautifully immortal, and immortally beautiful Zazar, the magnificent Lord of the Onyx Tower. What can we do for you today? Thank you.
You
That
have a
was
really
long.
long name.
Sorry, could you repeat that? I didn't quite catch it all.
Yes, thank you. Welcome to the tower of the ever-living, undying, beautifully immortal, immortally beautiful Zazar, the magnificent Lord of the Onyx Tower. What can we do for you today?
Whoa, what do you do here?
Are you selling cookies?
I wish. Do you have some?
Do you have some?
Obviously not. I asked.
Didn't I
We've
ask
got some
first?
ration bars that are quite tasty.
Do you cook or anything? Do you do plays, dances, anything at all?
Stare off into the distance.
Not usually. I just,
I've
break
been in
off
this
piece and
tower
eat it.
for a while.
How long is a while?
How long isn't a while?
I can run
Nice.
really fast.
That's impressive.
I have to pee. Keep going.
I saw you guys walking backwards. What were you guys doing? Is that like a play, or what do you guys get up to
We're
out
trying
there?
to get to the tower, bruh.
I'm a girl. I am Valeria Excelsior.
Well, what happened to your really long name?
No, that's not me. That's Saxar. That's the other guy. Did you not see him? He's very old.
I don't
Like
see
crotchety
you.
dude.
Yeah, he's very crotchety. That's not me. That's a whole different person.
How many people are in the
Fair.
tower?
It's the two of us, but like, well,
Just to-
Huh.
there's the spectral servants actually. They don't talk much though. It gets so lonely. But we have everything
So
ever
he's like,
in the world that we could want.
he's like
Except-
your husband then?
No.
Sugar daddy.
No. Oh well, I mean, he does pay for stuff, but I have to go like to the. No, I'm his apprentice. I'm his apprentice. I mean, sometimes he's not. Everything's fine here. There's no need to call the authorities.
But like, what do you do?
I go to the market for him.
Well, no, in the tower.
In the tower, there's everything ever in the tower. Whatever you want, whatever you can imagine.
How is
Why
there
would you
everything?
need to go to the market? Oh, right.
You're dead. Go away. It's the voices. Sorry, was there a pending question? Sometimes
So
I hear the
you, like,
voices.
sell things?
I don't personally sell things. Zazar, it's a hard name to say. He could sell things if he wanted to, if he was so inclined. I'm not saying that he is inclined, but I'm saying if he was so inclined, he could sell things. Because he makes things, he makes magical items, but I don't think he liked you that much. Probably because you don't have cookies.
Off
Why
in
are you
Give
here?
me some.
the party, you guys hear like the sound of the crotchety old man, but like he's distant, like further away, and you just hear, "Do they have cookies or no?"
Yeah, did I ask you if you guys have cookies?
We don't have cookies. We have these bar things.
Yeah, they have
Delicious ration bars.
bars. But
Ugh,
yeah, I know,
pass.
right? Maybe they could put on like a play or do a dance. They
I'll
were
have
really
the
good
spectral
at
servants make
walking,
some cookies. Ugh.
right?
I
They're
have a
good at
struggle.
walking backward. I saw them doing that for a while.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Right?
I'm going to my
Like-
workshop.
Oh, okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, he
I
doesn't
should
talk
mention,
much.
this entire time you guys are talking, you don't see anybody, just a large black tower.
I assumed.
Continue. Yeah.
So we were supposed to come find out why there's a tower here. So why is there a tower here?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome to the tower of the ever-living, undying, beautifully immortal, and immortally beautiful Zagzar the Magnificent, Lord of the Onyx Tower. What can we do for you today?
Why is there a tower here? Why did you build it here?
Oh, I didn't build it. No, that wasn't me. I got here later on, much later on. I was like, in this town, bad things are happening, and Zazar needed, like... Really, I think he just needed someone to carry things, because he's kind of a little bit lazy like that. So I just was carrying his stuff, and then I followed him here, and now I'm here. That's my
So
story.
why is this tower here? Why did it get built here?
I mean, I don't know why you're asking me that. Like, I got here much later. Maybe you should have asked Zazar.
I mean, maybe, but we're here now. This is our point in time. We have to
Yeah.
move.
We're moving forward. Because I saw you moving backward before, and I was very amused by that.
Well, I'm glad you were amused.
So how long have you been here?
Yeah, it's been a few years, but there's not a lot of people to talk to. The spectral servants are, it's a no-go. It's just like they're not even there. Because they're incorporeal.
They're nobodies.
They're just a bunch of nobodies.
So are you like gonna come outside or can we come inside?
I think we'd be much more willing to let you in if you had the cookies. But
Well, how about I do a flip?
for real?
I'll try.
Okay, let's see it first. Flip off the horse. Do you have a horse?
Yeah. Its name is Bojangles.
Get please on the horse and then flip off it. And then maybe we can bring the horse in and you, and then you'll flip off the horse. And I think that would be much more entertaining than the spectral servants.
Alright, I will try to flip off my horse.
Make a acrobatics check.
What did the horse ever do to you?
Yeah, okay. So you jump up onto its back from sitting and just do a backflip. It's graceful. You stick the landing too. Valeria, inside the tower, 3 spectral servants hold up cards. One of them says 9, the other one says 8, the other one says 8.5.
I'll be like, Zazar, you gotta come see this. Can I let these guys in? You gotta see this. The horse needs to come too, because he has to do the flip off the horse.
You just hear, fine, but if they break anything, it's coming out of your paycheck.
All right, guys. Come in, but don't break anything. Actually,
Okay.
I don't really care if you break anything, but I have like 11 gold, so probably don't break anything. Actually,
When she said come in, a door appeared on the side face of the tower.
Alright, I'll lead Bojangles in.
I'm gonna follow.
I'm going into.
The door is only like 5 feet tall, though, so like you'll lead him in. You can't like ride him in. That would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So once you lead them inside, the ground floor is like a wide open. I don't know, probably 60-foot by like 80-foot wide open room. There's a desk at the center where you see a woman sitting at a desk. That would be Valeria. And she can introduce her appearance here in a second after I finish describing the rest of the room. Behind where her desk is, you see a circular set of staircase that goes up. This room is filled with books and parchment and tables. They're all kind of haphazardly like put around, like somebody was in the middle taking notes or just reading, or like somebody was reading a book, got halfway through, got bored of it, set it down, started reading another one. It's kind of a mess here or there. It looks a little chaotic. But there's a couple of plates sitting around with some like half-eaten food. Like you guys just see like a ghost like float through the wall and like manifest like a platter in front of it as you guys walk over. It just holds it up at like head level. On it you see several small drinking cups and pastries of some kind on the platter.
I had them make you cookies.
Oh.
Thank you. I will take a
That was
cookie.
nice. Thank you.
All right.
I will also take a cookie.
Okay. The spectral servant hands you or lets you pick off of the platter and then just floats away and disappears through the staircase. You hear the sounds of like hammering on metal coming from above you. And yeah, that's the main room. Valeria, if you want, you can describe what you look like to the party, so they get a mental image of what they're looking at.
Yes, I am. Not totally human. I'm like angelic, part angel. It's very complicated. We can't get into it right now. It's very hush hush secret sort of stuff, and I have hair and eyes, all that stuff. Regular people things.
Ears? Nose?
I like how you
Yeah,
described
got that.
your character like in person, like as your character describing yourself. That's hilarious. Love it. Anyway,
You look very angelic.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Did you always have wings?
Well, actually, I don't. They just kind of
No wings?
sometimes appear, and I'm just having a little bit of a problem with them. But it's fine. I wouldn't. It's nothing to be concerned about at all.
I wasn't.
Yeah. Were you going to do another backflip off the horse? Because I think that's what we're all waiting for.
Oh, okay. I will climb on Bojangles
Okay.
okay.
and do another flip.
I'm going to stand in back with the cookies, and then when you dismount, you can grab a cookie.
I will
All
try.
right. Give it an acrobatics check. Oh, yeah. So the first time you did it, and the horse didn't know what was going on, so it just kind of stood there. This time, it turned to look at you, and you totally biff it and just fall back onto your back flat. You see 3 ghostly servants kind of float out of the ceiling above you. All 3 are holding cards that say 10.
Ta-da!
Beautiful.
Oh no. I'm going to walk up to him and put my hands gently on some appropriate part of his anatomy and lay on hands.
Oh, okay.
I feel like you have to tell us which particular part of the anatomy you're going for at this point.
Like his face.
Oh, there you go.
This. Just like that.
I got
I'll
you.
just let it happen.
So you're
like,
face palming him.
Are you okay?
That's hilarious.
Be healed.
Yeah, so she kind of heals you up, and I mean, you didn't take any damage from it, so you know it doesn't matter. And
Oh, now
so
you say.
I'm not gonna. Well, no, I didn't roll any damage, but it's fine. But for effect, you've now shown that you're a paladin, so that's cool. RP ways of showing your class, I like it. And you kind of had like this weird spasm in your back, but when she lay on hands to you, that kind of worked itself out. Maybe you didn't sleep so good last night under the logs and all that stuff, and it's kind of worked out now. It feels good.
It was a
You're
dry
still laying on the
heat.
ground though. Yeah, it was a
Messes
dry
with your
heat.
back.
Yeah.
We have like beds and things if you want to lay down, or you could just keep laying on the stone.
It's pretty nice here.
It is actually whatever you want is in the tower, except people to talk to.
I mean, we're here now.
That's true. Now there is everything.
What?
We can leave, right?
Why do you want to leave? You just got here. Why don't you take a nice bath? We have beds. Did I mention we have beds? And now cookies.
You look back
And a horse.
You do see the door still exists. It is closed now, though, now that your party is joined. And you can actually see outside, like, looking at the door, you're like, huh, that's weird. It's totally closed or whatever. And you start thinking about the outside, and you can actually see outside now. Just from, like, where the door is. And as you're looking around the room, you see, like, above a little bit of a desk, you see what looks to be a window frame. But it's just, like, stone and a frame. And as you think about it, how odd that is, you can see through that particular spot as if it was a window. And you can see very far off in the distance, as if it was crystal clear up close.
This is a
Everything
weird
here.
tower.
It's full of everything you could ever want.
But why is it built here?
I don't know why you keep asking me that question.
It's in my head. I can't get it out.
Like the voices.
Yes, the voices are stopped.
So you said you've been here for years?
That's what I said. It's true. It's true that I said that.
So it's not the... Are you saying it's not the truth? You just said it? That you've
No.
been here for a few years? Or
It's definitely true.
Yeah, I'm gonna make an insight check.
Yeah, sure, go for it. And, Valeria, go ahead and make a charisma check, and just make it a charisma check, and then once it pops up, add either your persuasion or your deception bonus, whichever one. If you were lying, make it deception. No, that was a save, but, whatever, it's close enough. If you were lying, add deception to that. That's also a save.
You said save.
No,
Did
just
she
check.
say save?
Just to check.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
You're setting the DC. So just charisma check. And then if you were lying, tell me your modifier for deception. If you were telling the truth, tell me your modifier for persuasion.
Plus. Oops. Oh, +1.
Okay. Well, a 12 definitely beats an 11, so Xanax, she's hard to read.
All right.
I'm just a little sus of you, just so you know.
So we were told that the tower just showed up
Yep.
days, weeks ago.
Yep. When you got the mission, at this point, it's probably about 2 weeks. The tower just spontaneously appeared. With no warning.
Been having some issues with our illusion magic.
So you've always been here, you've just now been visible?
Yeah, these are very complicated questions.
Is it
I
above your pay grade?
feel it's above my pay grade. I feel like I've always been here, but like, how would you know if it was moving? Like, do you feel the earth move? Do you know what I
Under
mean?
your feet?
Right. Right.
Well, like when you look outside, does it look different one day from another day?
No, it looks always very foresty. I mean, not foresty, plain like. I had a moment. It's the voices.
Forests, plains, prairie, it's all the same.
Yeah, it's prairie out there. That's what's always been there. I'm
as
sure
this
of it.
conversation's going on, the spectral servants reappear. Some of them brandishing brushes, some of them brandishing what appears to be like maybe an ice pick or some other metallic object like that. And they kind of float over to the horses and just start picking up their hooves and like, cutting away all the grime and dirt and stuff, and then like unshoeing the horse, and then like washing its soul, and then reshoeing the horse. As you guys have been talking this whole time, they've just basically been doing like a pit stop on all of your horses. Changing the wheels out, NASCAR style, but not super fast.
Thank you for changing the wheels on our rides.
So does this make Bojangles actually go full speed?
Presumably, was he not before? I don't.
I thought
think he was
Bojangles only went 55.
Oh, right, for reasons. Well, again, I was memeing when I made that. That like 30-minute segment of like getting a horse and all its traits was all just memes, and you guys just keep carrying it. So yeah, I guess he's still 55, but it's got new shoes though, so he's cool. And yeah, and then other spectral servants are just rubbing down with brushes each one of your horses, cleaning them off, giving them a good rub down. Yeah.
Do you guys want anything for your work?
They completely ignore you.
Well, I was talking to a wall.
Yeah, they're not that talkative. Ever.
I don't know how you survived here. Ugh.
It gets a little lonely, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, why don't you leave?
Oh my god, we should all leave together. I have to go to town anyway. Like, he needs some stuff. And I'll just be like, I'm gonna get some stuff. And then, I mean, that's a plan, right?
I like that.
Sure, but why do you need stuff if you have everything you need here?
I know, right? I've been thinking about that for a long time, but he just keeps sending me out to town periodically. I don't even get it. Like, I'm trying to talk to him and he's like, don't you need to go to town? And I'm like, no, not really. I don't. Why? He's like, we need more cookies. He keeps asking for cookies. But I don't cook. I can give inspirational speeches, though.
Yeah?
But not right now. Don't ask me right now.
Okay.
Later.
So you want to come with us?
Yeah, I'll come with you. That's a good idea. I wish I'd thought of that.
Well, I gotta warn you, we've been losing a lot of friends recently.
I'm new.
I'm new too. To what?
Life.
Well, we're mercenaries.
Okay, I'm not a mercenary, but you know what? I am good a little bit sometimes at healing. So maybe if you keep losing people, then maybe sometimes I could heal you a little bit.
Don't heal us.
A little bit helps.
I mean, I guess.
That sounds like unanimous to me.
Well, won't your old man miss you?
Yeah, I'm not sure he'll notice I'm gone. But I'll come back to visit him. Probably not walking backwards, though, but that was really entertaining. I like that. It was like the best thing that happened in like a year for sure.
Well, how do you normally get here?
How do I normally get here?
Just walk like a normal person.
Yeah, I
Walk
just
like an Egyptian.
face forward and
But then the tower doesn't get closer.
the tower likes me.
Why doesn't it like me?
I don't know.
I don't like it here anymore.
Oh no, that's sad. I liked when you did your acrobatic display.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave with Bojangles.
All right,
Oh,
he's
I don't
mid
feel
rub
welcome in the
down. He
tower.
does not want to go. You just like try and pull him, and he's like
yeah.
definitely not going with it because he's getting a good brushing, and you guys don't brush your horses apparently, and he likes it, so he's just gonna stand there and accept
I think
the
he
brushing.
likes it here.
I guess I'll just go outside then.
Okay.
I'll miss you.
You walk outside. The rest of the party, if you're still in the tower, you see him walk out. The door closes, and then you see him loiter or do whatever it is that he's gonna do outside. You can just like literally see through the door and see him doing. What do you do once you get outside?
Just wait for someone else to come out.
Okay, so you guys see him walk outside and then wait.
I'm gonna wait 5 minutes just to let him sit out there, and then I'm gonna walk out.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk outside and be like, "What are you doing?"
Well, the tower doesn't like me, so I don't want to be in it.
Oh. Maybe you should sing it a song.
Hmm.
Instant rejection and then the thought. That was great.
No, I don't. It could have just let me come here the first time.
I know, right? But I think it likes you more now that you did those backflips. I know I do.
Well, I'm just gonna wait out here.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk outside now. It's been that
Okay.
5 minutes.
Yep. What's Al doing?
Guess I'll head outside too.
Okay. Since you're the last one to go, I'll say you grab the horses and you make your way out the door. Yeah. And the horses all are, a little bit bummed that, their brushing got interrupted, but they do come with you because you guys do keep them alive. Most of the time, except for the ones you didn't. Anyway, so they rejoin you outside, and man, they are looking fresh, like
Pimp my ride.
basically. Yeah, those spectral servants, they did some work, like they cleaned up your horses, they reshod them, reshod them, and gave them a good rub down. They're looking sleek. Their coats, got that fine sheen to it. It's good. Glowing, radiant even.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those guys sure do know how to wax.
So the four of you are standing outside of a big black tower with 3 horses.
So, about how much does it look like our new friend weighs?
Oh my god, you guys. Do you want to see a cool trick?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Find Steed.
Okay.
We'll wait 10 minutes.
So you guys sit around for 10 minutes as you see her speaking gibberish to you guys and making like some weird hand motions. You definitely get the gist that she's casting a spell of some sort, but it's just like, it's almost coming off as gibberish. And, for like the first 6 seconds, you're like, oh shit, something crazy is going to happen. And after like 2 minutes, you're like, okay, is nothing going to
We get
happen?
the show.
Eventually, 10 minutes later,
Almost there.
you hear like a neigh, and riding from the south directly north, a majestic horse of whatever Valyria had thought of in her mind just rides up, and yeah,
It's a
What a
celestial
majestic
warhorse. Thank you.
A celestial
Thank you.
warhorse. All right, fair enough. Rides up and is just like, stops right in front of her and kind of gives her that like head nod thing.
Pretty cool trick.
Right?
Is that a magic horse?
Yeah. Actually, it is. Like, I can speak to it in my mind.
That's cool. So you can be really close with yours?
Well, not too close, but yeah.
Well, I meant like friend, bruh.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Sorry.
I'm gonna mount my horse.
Okay.
Wow.
It's kind of forward of you. I didn't hear you ask for
Consent, please.
consent, but I mean, the horse doesn't fight it. He just got reshod and a good rub down, so he's probably feeling pretty good just about now. So, yeah, you mount up.
I'm gonna scramble up on Bojangles.
Okay. I think I broke the party. We should probably take our break now, hey?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, okay. Hey, stream / YouTube. We'll see you in like 5 to 10 minutes. See you shortly. Subscribe to Twitch Prime or sit around and watch these ads. Love you.
Love you.
our mission was.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to figure that out. Hey, welcome back. We're back. That's a thing. So, carry on. Twitch Prime and whatnot.
I'll go back to my corner.
Mm-hmm. So, party. You're standing outside of a big black tower.
Did we have to do anything else here?
Oh, we're supposed to kind of investigate the tower. I guess technically we have somebody points that could tell us all about it.
Hi.
Hi.
This is the tower. It's the tower of the ever-living, undying.
Right.
beautifully-
Right. We got
So-
that.
She can just tell them that.
Apparently.
He does like make magical items and stuff. I don't know if he likes you very much, but maybe you could. I don't know.
What kind of items?
I don't know why you're asking me that question.
I don't know why
You
you're
just
telling us
offered it.
information.
Oh, was that not the question? My bad.
I love this character. Please never die.
I'm not very good at not dying.
You'll learn. You will learn.
How much
Avoid
do
brains on legs.
I rolled low on intelligence.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Alright, I'm erasing intellective hours and the rest of the campaign. They're all gone now? Yeah, we're good. Must protect Valyria at all costs.
They will rue the day.
Suddenly, half the population of Mind Flayers just died. I don't know what happened.
I killed them with my mind.
All of that was just jokes. That shit's still dangerous.
how much do his weapon or items cost?
I dreamt I was a barbarian once.
How'd that turn out?
It wasn't good. Who are you again? What is your name? Do I know you? Did you introduce yourself? Do you have cookies?
No, they didn't.
We didn't. And we don't.
What? Your name's Don't?
No,
I'm
we
sad.
don't have cookies.
That's sad. Well, I'll just call
I'm Astra.
that girl the sweet empress of the stars.
I'm Al.
I'll
Hi.
call you Aloysius.
Not
I'm
too
Xander.
far, but sure.
Xanac. I had something for that, but I've forgotten it.
You've only just met.
Zanzibar! I'll call you
There you
Zanzibar.
Okay.
I love you already.
I love you.
I will die for you. Oh.
You might.
Let's try to avoid
got
that
dark.
particular.
Okay. So, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go?
Well, let's go back to those magic items.
I don't have them, but
Oh.
I don't know if you met him. He's the ever living, undying, beautifully immortal, and immortally beautiful Zezar the Magnificent, the Lord of the Onyx Tower.
Is there any way you can shorten that?
Oh my god, we could call him Zaza. He would hate that though. He might kill us. He's very strong. He's been like alive for 1,000 years, I think. He has very old books. I keep starting to read them, and then I'm like, oh my god, this is so boring. I was gonna be his apprentice, but it's a lot of reading, and I'm not gonna lie. What was the question?
I forgot. I got lost in that.
I think he's still upstairs, though.
Do you?
Making magic items.
I think that's... Yeah.
What kind of magic items does he make?
Yes.
Did he make you any?
You know, I keep asking him to, but he says, like, once I learn to be a sorcerer, maybe. So it's been slow going. I'm not going to lie to you. Except when I do, which I
Well,
won't.
Maybe.
If he didn't make any for you, I doubt he'll make any for me.
That logic seems sound. But you did do those backflips.
You might have his favor.
Hmm.
Tower didn't like me.
Maybe it likes you now. Can you, like, see it and walk up to it?
I'll try to walk up to it.
Considering you're standing 5 feet away, not hard.
Look
Did
how much it likes you now!
Wow. Well, should we go talk to Zaxar or...
It wouldn't hurt to ask, I guess.
He's up the stairs. He's up every set of stairs. It's always they just.
I mean, do you just want to lead us there?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just okay. I'm gonna.
I'll just follow you. Thanks.
Yeah, the stairs are treacherous. So
Okay, so you reach over and touch the tower, and where you touch it forms a door. You open the door, and everybody walks back inside. The spectral servants still standing there with like brush in hand are waiting, and as you guys leave the horses, they get back to grooming. Valeria leads you over to behind her desk where that circular staircase was going up along the side of the walls. You make your way to the top of the staircase where there is not to the top, but up one flight, where there is a door to your left and the staircase continues on. Do you open that door or do you continue up the stairs?
What's your feeling on this door, Val?
I think that it's likely made of wood.
Do you think Zaxar might be in there?
He's usually in his laboratory situation.
Do you know where that is?
It's wherever you want it to be when you think about it hard enough, if that makes sense.
Will you demonstrate that to us by opening the door and making him appear?
It's going to be a surprise to all of us, I promise you.
Okay, I'm
Here,
down.
open the door.
Okay, when you open the door, what room are you thinking of?
His laboratory.
Okay, so you open up the door, and inside everybody, you see just tables and tables and tables. You see rolls of parchment everywhere. You see on tops of the tables various alchemical, metalworking, woodworking kind of tool. Every tool that you can imagine is in this workshop. You see bookshelves and bookshelves. This room, again, just like the room below it, on the floor below, is also like 60 feet by like 80 feet with like high vaulted 40-foot high ceilings. Just impressively large, which doesn't seem like it would fit in a tower that's only got a diameter of 30 feet. Like it took you less than a minute to walk around it. Strange. You can work on the mental gymnastics on that one as you want, but
It's bigger on the inside.
Yeah. And inside this room, like I said, various alchemical things going on. You see like liquids brewing on like what appears to be like a cauldron, and it's got like a steady drip into another one. He seems to be distilling something and combining liquids. He's got an unfinished sword on the table that he's tinkering with and hitting with a hammer here or there. And as you walk in, he just kind of looks up, and you see he's got a set of glasses, but one has like a lens on it that like turns and twists and like extends a little bit. And he looks up at you, and you see kind of like frazzled hair, and he's wearing this decadent purple robe with a big Z on it. And he turns and looks at, oh. I thought you were coming for a new list. Who's these people?
Oh my God, gods! That's Zanzibar, Aloysius, and the Sweet Empress of the Stars. That's their
Right.
names. I'm
Right.
sure of it.
Okay. Nice to meet all of you.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm well. What do you want?
She said you make magic things?
Oh, yeah. All kinds of magic things. Yeah, I make... Well, imagine every magic item you've ever seen or heard of. I made a small percentage of those. Probably.
Wow.
You can tell because it's got my stamp on it. See, look, and he turns the hilt of the sword towards you, and it's got a Z. And then he walks over and picks up a decanter and like lifts it, and on the bottom you can see another Z. He goes and picks up some scrolls, and you see in the wax seal is a Z. Like literally everything is branded with a Z. He's just like,
Leaving your mark everywhere.
you got it. It's your, craftsman.
Have I seen anything like this before?
Make a history check. Yeah, you've seen a couple of pieces of magical items, even mundane items, marked with a Z. They all stand out to you as very meticulously made and highly durable, resilient items. Doesn't matter what you've seen, whether it's just a hammer, it never seems to fail. Various items, just high craftsmanship.
Yeah, I've seen some of your work around. It's really good quality,
Yeah,
meticulous, highly durable.
right. Yes, I try. It's a lonely job, but somebody's got to do it.
How much do your items cost?
Oh, it depends. Depends on what you want. Like, I've got this clip over here. It holds paper. I'm calling it a paper holder clip. And I could probably let it go for 2 silver pieces. So if you have 2 pieces of paper, you put them together, you put the paper holder clip on top of it, it holds them together.
Wow, such invention.
Like a magical adhesive. But
Without the magic.
you can remove it, and then the papers can be separated. For example.
Brilliance.
And then I've got, swords and holding bags and all sorts of magical stuff in the vaults and, one of the floors somewhere. If I just remember which room it's in, variety of stuff. Some of the things can run you several thousands of golds, and yeah. What do you want? What's your price range?
I don't know. I'm just gonna hold out my bag of gold.
How much is in it?
31.
Gold?
So as you're, contemplating that, and you kind of hold out your bag, he just kind of like cocks his head slightly, and one of the spectral servants floats over and like takes 2 fingers and parts open the top of the bag and does a quick little count, and then turns and holds up fingers. And Zaxar goes, "Ooh, I could let you have 62 paper holding clips. Or
what if I do a backflip for you too? She likes that.
Yeah, I heard about that already, and while apparently you have entertained the servants, they are not real in the physical sense. They're more of a manifestation of pure magical energy, and their opinion doesn't matter."
What if I do it forward?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Oh.
No. Maybe,
Oh, you're smart, right?
Sure, yeah.
Could you look at this sword I have?
Sure.
I'm gonna show him my short sword that I had to attune to.
The one you got from the drow?
Yeah.
Okay. He takes it, sets it down on the table, and says, "This is gonna take a minute." Nah, I'll just use a spell slot. It's fine. Make some. Sure, those both work. Makes some somatic motions and mumbles under his breath, and exactly 6 seconds later goes, "Ooh, hey, that's cool. This is a magical blade. It mechanically it's a +2. But in game he'd be like, it makes your attacks find their mark more and deal more damage. You're probably aware already, but you know it's cursed, right?"
No.
Hey, since you brought that up, do you want to take a look at my crossbow too?
Sure. First things first, though. Let me just finish. So if it's attuned to by anybody other than a drow, I wouldn't use it in combat.
Why?
Well, if it's attuned to by anyone other than a drow elf, it has kind of a feedback kind of thing. The half of the wounds that you do to the enemy, you will also feel.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Do you want it?
Well, until you break the curse, you actually can't unattune to it, too, so...
Well, that's not good.
Yeah. Also, there's a very small chance that removing the curse might break the magical item. But you have a magical sword, so there's a plus, I guess.
But it'll hurt
+2.
me.
Mm-hmm. One might say 2 pluses. I mean, it might hurt you. I mean, how hardy are you? You look like a strong, buff young lad. You could probably take it. Probably.
Okay.
Maybe.
For a little while.
For a bit. Yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
be able to break the curse?
Oh, I could, yeah. I'm very powerful.
Could you do that for the
He's very
gold?
powerful.
Yeah. Well, not for the amount that you have, sorry. I do have to uphold my standards, as it were. If I was just doing things for free for everybody would be clamoring at my tower all the time. Never get any damn work done.
How much would you charge for such a service?
Oof. Well, the blade's kind of rare. That curse is tricky. I'd probably do a conditional kind of thing. If I'm able to remove the curse and preserve the magical effects of the blade, I could probably do that for maybe 2,000 gold pieces. If I was to remove the curse and unfortunately render the blade useless, I would charge only 1,000. As like a break. Like, hey, sorry for your luck, but I still got to get paid kind of thing.
And how much would you give us for the sword after you had done that.
Oh, interesting plot twist. You see, he's like mentally like counting and trying to figure out like how much. Well, I could probably buy it off of you for, yeah, let's say 1,000 gold pieces.
Assuming that it had its magic or didn't have its
Yes.
magic.
Yeah, I'd have to make my money back, on resale, as it were.
Or do you have like any jobs that you need to be done that you can't be bothered with and we could work it off?
Okay. Yeah. Perhaps. Hold on. Goes over to his bookshelf and like pulls out a book, which Valyria you recognize as one of his many journals.
Oh my god, it's one of his many journals.
He pulls it out and starts flipping through it and goes like to one of the later pages. Hold on. Grabs a new piece of parchment, overlays it on top, makes a few motions, verbally, under his breath, muttering something. You see the blank page of paper almost like absorb the ink from the one below it, but he basically just copied the page magically. And then he walks over and hands it to you. You see the face of a young man, probably in his 30s. And he says, the name is printed below. I won't say it, but if you should find this man, bring him to me alive, because killing him doesn't appear to work. He just gets reborn, as it were. And I'm trying to reverse the end of the world that he started 1,000 years ago. And it's very tedious when he keeps jumping into different bodies, because he keeps getting killed. I should probably warn you, he might not actually be in this body anymore. He might be in...
How do we know?
He's an incredibly vain creature, and from all that I've managed to obtain, he always remembers his name. He will always correct you if you say it incorrectly. Which invariably everybody fucking does. He's the most obnoxious person. He never was like that before, but yeah, he was a little weird, but yeah. We adventured together a while back, and yeah, the one and only time in my life I've ever been duped. He duped us good. Bastard. Anyway.
What was his name?
Oh, I can't say it. He turns the page towards you. You see at the bottom it says Bjorn.
Is it spelled correctly?
It is, with the little dots over the O. He goes, well, names are powerful things for certain creatures. Valeria's been made aware of that for sure. Fiends, demons, etc. If you get a hold of their true name, you can basically make them do whatever you want. The same is true of the fey creatures and, things of that nature, but even some other creatures on some different planes, you can get some manage of power over them if you figure out their true names. The problem is, speaking their true names, they hear you, wherever they are, on whatever plane they're on. And if they're as powerful as some people, like this one, and taps the paper, then they might have, let's say, a stick up their ass and want to do something about it. And if you are as vain as this one is, he likely would. I would recommend that, you befriend him and then betray him at the last moment, kind of like what he did to me and my group. And, That's when you bring him to us, or to me, obviously. I didn't mean to say us. That was a Freudian slip.
I would like
yeah.
to insight check that.
Yeah, go for it. Zaxar is not a great liar, and you see right through that. He definitely didn't mean to say us, but now he's hiding something. And you're like, caught that. And
Okay.
he just continues. He goes, anyway, he is incredibly vain. He always seems to remember his name, and no matter what body he is in. Unfortunately, this is kind of a tough task because he is probably the most wanted man in the history of the world, in the history of all time, ever.
It's nice to be wanted.
It is.
Yeah.
We actually have seen him, her, as the case may be at the moment.
Oh. Good. Where?
Well, he kind of gave us a mission.
Oh.
And then stepped into a portal, and one of our compatriots decided to jump in after him. Her.
What'd you see through the portal? Where did it go?
Not really sure where it went, but kind of saw some tentacles.
Was it mostly black or mostly purple?
Tentacles?
Black, I think.
I think you described it as black.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Did you see stars or no stars?
I think we saw stars. No stars? Okay, no stars.
Well, that's good and also very bad. It means he's currently out of reach. Unless you feel like delving into the depths of madness and insanity that is the Far Realm. Your friend's probably dead already. Or insane, by the way.
I have faith.
His sanity was a little bit questionable to begin with, so he might be okay.
Right. Okay. Well, in case it wasn't, that place will fuck you up. My former party, the one that I mentioned that I was with this man with, they were, they went there, and trust me, it's not a great place. Everybody there is just insane and out to kill each other, and it's not a civilized place, and it's just...
You might
Just
like it there.
Just don't go there. Yeah, I mean, everybody wants to kill you, and everything you look at makes you slip deeper and deeper in an insanity. But yeah, what's not to love?
We're all a little crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't build a vacation home there, but
Right.
So how would we go about getting him to come back, other than just saying his name a whole bunch of times?
I mean, you could do that. I wouldn't. You know, in case he's annoyed. You never know what kind of mood he's in when you say it. So if he's particularly upset, he might lash out. I don't know, just keep an eye out for him. Presumably, if you feel like going on a fishing trip, you could find your way to that realm and ask around for him. Presuming that you don't go insane before you find him. Her.
Yeah, that doesn't
It.
seem... Sure.
Probably not a good idea.
Yeah, no. But if you do find him, you know, maybe invite him along on a mission, be friends with him, you know, earn his trust. Maybe he earns your trust a little bit. Don't give him your trust. It's a bad idea. Don't do that. He will fuck you over. One day, you'll be sleeping, you'll be resting, you'll be having a good time. He'll be like, hey, I'll take watch, no big deal. And then, you know, you'll wake up in the middle of the night, you know, because you're feeling the call of nature. So you go to stand behind a tree and just let her go. And you just see a little portal open up to this place with weird tentacles and stuff. And then mind flayers start coming through. And then they start summoning portals to this gigantic brain that forces you to massage it. And it just gets really fucking weird.
Like you have a personal vendetta. I'm digging it.
It's something I read.
Something
And
you
the
read.
little
About
little,
tentacles.
Brains.
Yes.
I found some brains.
Oh. Like alive brains with legs?
Yeah.
Intellect devours. Stay away from them. Or kill them really quickly. But definitely don't get into a contest of wits with them. They are crafty little bastards, and if you lose, they will replace your brain in your skull and pilot you like
meat puppet.
automaton. Or a meat puppet, yes, like a meat puppet.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, one of your friends. Sorry. Not the same friend that went through the portal?
No.
Well, you've had a rough go of it.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm. Tell you what, as consolation, I will give you this magical handkerchief. And he reaches out and he grabs a handkerchief with a Z on it, and he hands it to you.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, it wasn't. It was for the
I was
prize-looking
just
guy.
saying thank you. I wasn't going
Right,
to grab it.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Thank you. What does it do?
You could use it to like wipe your nose, or like if you get a little bit of drool or spittle, you can just. It's good.
That's helpful.
How is it magic?
Oh, immediately after use, it cleans itself.
Oh.
That's so
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, you don't need to like wash it and then hang it up on the, clothesline and all that
I
stuff.
wish I had more things like that in my life.
So inconvenient when you have to wash things.
That's
It
why
really
I've got
is.
spectral servants. I just live in the tower, make things, brew potions occasionally. Tinker.
Yeah, did you need anything from town while we're out?
From town specifically, yes, but also if you happen to find a deposit of adamantine, I could probably use a good 700 or 800 pounds.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. And then, if you're in town,
Can I maybe make a list, or like, do you have like a
Sure.
mining pick with that request there? I don't think I have a mining pick
I
on
figure
me.
you could probably source it. It's no big deal.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, with just like my looks, or
He hands you 5 gold pieces. That should get you a mining pick.
you're the best. Thank you.
Wow.
You have something we could use to maybe bring that back to you? Something that like made things lighter when you put it in? Or
You said you wanted us to.
I see what you're getting at. Ha! You want a holding bag.
Well, I mean, it would just
How many
make
pounds?
it easier for.
700 or so.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I can't carry that.
Maybe try a horse and cart.
Wouldn't it be easier just to have a bag?
Yeah, but those are expensive.
I didn't see.
Well,
I don't
mean,
think
we
they
were
have a
doing
cart.
service for you.
Could we
Okay.
borrow a cart?
You can borrow a cart from the stables. It's on the ground floor. And then go down.
I took a note. I will not forget this time like the other times before.
That's fine. I have also heard interesting reports that roughly a week ago there was a shop opened up in town where they are making magical bean water of waking, and since pumpkins are in season, they're adding pumpkins and spice to it, and I really want to try it. So if you happen to be in the neighborhood...
I will make that trip for you. I promise you I will.
Excellent. Well, then, if I could get one of those pumpkin-spiced magical bean water of wakings, that would be awesome. Because I really want to try it. And, for old time's sake, some bread. I could also use probably about 20 pounds of iron ingots. Then he like reaches behind him and like grabs a coin pouch and like tosses it towards you, Valeria. Wow, you caught it the time. Good. Awesome.
I've been practicing.
No, it shows. Yeah. And
I keep throwing them
that's
to
about
the
it.
spectral servants, but they never catch it. It goes right through them.
Yeah, they very limited in their tasks. They don't stray from it too much. I tried giving one of them a personality, and now he just doesn't work right.
Is that the one that bumps into the walls?
Yeah, instead of just going through it, he just hits the wall and then turns, and it was awkward.
It is awkward.
Yeah. Wonder if he's still in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, that's what makes it awkward.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see, I told you about that guy. The adamantine, iron ingots, pumpkin spice. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Yeah. You mentioned that you met this fellow, and he gave you a task. Did you formalize it by chance?
Yeah, there might have been a handshake involved.
Okay. Maybe put the shopping list to the side. It's not important. Recommendation. Whatever it is, unless it's killing me, do that first. Maybe.
But he said there was
fast
no
as possible.
time.
Yeah. He's not exactly the most reliable person. Did you miss the part earlier when I told you that he befriended me and then betrayed us and the entire world 1,000 years ago when he let the aboliths and mind flayers into this realm? Okay, well. In any case.
Well, he wanted us to kill someone else, though.
Oh, awesome. Just end it all.
Oh, I don't think I can sign up for that. I'm not sure. I think I'm good with the pumpkin spice lattes, though. Or
Right.
magical bean. I'm up for that.
Maybe you just hang out by the campfire and let them do it. Here's the problem. They formalized the deal. So if this creature decides the deal should have been done by now and it hasn't been done, your new friends, these strange people, will probably just die immediately.
Oh no, I like them.
Wow.
Yeah. Same thing would happen if you were to break the contract. I mean, mind you, maybe he's going to be in a good mood for several years and you could delay it. Maybe he'll be amenable to conversation and, letting you, if he didn't set a timetable, you could hold him to that. That's part of the contract too. But,
we could bring him a pumpkin spice magical bean water. And that I think he'd like that. Or she. Or it. I don't want to assume gender.
They probably would. It sounds delicious.
Yeah, right?
That's all I've been thinking about for like 3 days ever since I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Yeah.
You gave us a lot to think about.
Yeah. You kind of see that like Zaxar's got like a faraway kind of look in his eyes.
Pumpkin spice. We should go. We should get it immediately, if not sooner.
Actually, to that end. That's a good point. Okay, tell you what. I, being the Zaxar the Magnificent, will open a portal to Lilton. I need to try this magical bean water of waking pumpkin spice. You go there. Get it for me. Meet back at the same place that I open up the portal in exactly 24 hours, where I will open another one. Unfortunately, I'm running a little slow on spell slots ever since somebody dispelled my illusion. He looks at Al.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I watched you do it.
No,
You
they
were
walked
80 feet
backwards to
away.
get here. I saw them.
I saw that too. It was hilarious. I don't know why they thought that was needed, but, whatever.
I mean,
Anyway.
I wouldn't have had to do it if, you were a little friendlier.
Oh, I'm very friendly. I just don't like visitors. Anyway, since I'm so magnificent, I will open this portal. You guys can do your thing. 24 hours. You just pass the drink through the portal, and I get to try it. And then you can, I guess, go off this guy and clear your necks, as it were, from this chopping block of him. Like, taps on the piece of paper again.
I think we'll have to take you up on that one, I think.
Well, if you want.
So if we were to bring said creature to you, would you be able to deal with him, or?
With some friends, yeah.
Then
yeah.
you don't have to kill that whoever. I wasn't listening.
Your friends? Our friends? Us? What are you thinking?
We're all friends here.
I'm friendly.
Except for him. Yeah.
Oh.
I've got some friends, and they're well connected. Let's put it that way. And if you were to bring him here, you wouldn't see me. I'd see you a long way off, and I would have to put on an illusion because I look the exact same that I did 1,000 years ago. And I'm sure he would remember, and he holds a grudge. And anyway, then myself and my friends could presumably take care of him. Presumably. If you can manage to find a way to maybe make him expend all of his magic that day, that would be fantastic. Because, counterspell's cool and all, but, like, you can only do it, like, 30 times a day or something, and then you're like, out, Or however many times you can do it, I'm just saying. And then sometimes you get in a counterspell back and forth kind of war, and it just gets a pain in the ass.
What magic does
yeah.
this person have? Just out of curiosity.
Technically they're a warlock. But then also, they've been presumably doing shit for the last 1,000 years, aside from just dying on repeat. And I'm sure they've picked up some new tricks. Very powerful, though. Don't underestimate them. But, yeah. Your call if you want to try and lure him here first. Or, that might be tricky. You guys seem new to the adventuring game, as it were. And, let's put it this way. I could sneeze and kill you. I'm sure he could do the same.
I think I'm going to vote for doing the portal, to be honest.
Portal.
The spectral servants around you are like... like they're chanting along too, but they don't speak, so it's just really, silent. Okay, Zaxar looks at you guys and just goes, all right, well, let's do this. And then he explodes. And just snow starts raining all around him.
What the hell?
You've been around him a lot. Is this normal?
Yeah, I don't remember that from before.
You hear a faint laughter coming from the other side of the room behind, like, a little nook bookshelf area. Same old man, just. I love it.
Good to know
Remember,
you have a sense of
magic.
He tricked me.
All right, no, seriously, portal time. Okay, yeah. And he gets up and walks out from behind. He's like, don't worry about it. It's Summer Lackham. I can do that all day long. Anyway, he walks over and like sets up in the middle of the room and goes, I can keep it open for 6 seconds. So let me know when you're ready.
Well, let's go downstairs so that we can get the horses too.
Do the horses need pumpkin spice
Okay.
magical bean water?
I mean,
Well, I mean, I
your horses,
guess we could leave them here and stable them while we're in Wilton.
I could just send them through the portal tomorrow when we do the exchange. You get your horses,
You're
I
so
get my magical
smart.
bean water of waking.
Okay.
So it's basically like I'm holding them hostage for the magical bean water of waking with the
Okay.
pumpkin spice.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm excited.
Adventure.
Rar. Tally ho!
Sorry.
Off
I'm
we
figuring
go,
something out.
Mike.
Okay, so you guys all gather up, and the presumably real Zaxar makes some motions and opens up a portal, and he goes, 6 seconds, go, 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 go!
I rush it! I'm going first!
Rush through.
Yeah.
As you all rush, and he goes, I'm just fucking with you, I could hold it all day. And the gate closes.
What a jokester.
Oh, man. Yeah, and you guys find yourselves in the city of Lilton, in the middle of town square. It's a strange sight, actually. So this portal opens up, you guys rush through, and you find yourselves in the middle of a square where there appears to be one street that goes off one way, one street goes off another way, but the square that you're in seems to have like a large wooden parapet right in the middle, like an audience spot in the middle, where there is a decaying, maggot-infested corpse just laying on top of a box with a extremely mashed head, just laying there on the ground. You see some guards every now and then, like as they're walking by, they like glance at it and then they just like look right back up straight and like, I didn't see that, and they just keep going about their job and doing their work. People are bustling by. They don't seem fazed by it at all. The corpse, strangely enough, is wearing a guard's uniform.
Looks like
place
he
here.
had a bad day.
I'd say so.
I'd like to ask some of the town folk if I can see them around. Like,
Oh yeah, there's tons of them. You can just reach out and touch one if you want. Like, is there anyone you're specifically looking for? Or you're just like,
Ho there, random stranger. What is miss with this fellow with the maggot?
old lady. He's like, oh, hello, dear. What can I do for you?
This situation with the maggots. Pray, do tell. What has happened here?
Sorry, I'm trying to figure something out. Okay. She just looks over at it and goes, oh, there was a guard who, no, he was a mercenary. There was a mercenary from the Norma Mercenary Company. His name was Barrick Darwin, something like that. He had some guards working for him, and they would shake down people that came into the town and steal their stuff, and then he was selling them to people and then keeping the interesting stuff, and he made himself quite a lot of money. And well, then the Norma Mercenary Company got called. They showed up. They tricked this guard who was working for this barrack and told him that he was getting a commendation, a promotion as it were. So they lined up all the city's guards, the ones that weren't absolutely needed to do their jobs, and everybody watched as he's got his promotion. And that was it. Just points at the body with a pulverized skull.
That's a weird promotion.
That was a lot of words.
It was a display of, don't fuck with people, apparently, or they'll come back and root out the corruption in the city. It was a interesting day that day.
How long ago was that?
Oh, a little over a week. You can tell by the color of the maggots.
This isn't like an everyday thing we see. I'm sorry. So.
Oh, not for us either, but, the guards won't touch the body, and everybody else is just grossed out, and I'm just a little old lady. I can't pick it up, so nobody cleaned it.
Why would they touch it?
Well, he was one of the people that was stealing items, and they don't want to be associated with somebody that's doing that. So they just left it. It also sends a pretty good message.
About maggots?
Well, about maggots, and also not to steal from people. Presumably.
Stealing is bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I read a book once that maggots are good.
Well, they eat disease off of the dead.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do you know where the pumpkin spice...
Oh, Thunderbucks.
Magical.
Yes.
Thunderbucks.
Down that road. Just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You get about like 7 or 8 buildings in. It's on the right. You can't miss it. They spelled it wrong.
They spelled their own name wrong?
Yeah, it says THNDERBUX.
Spelling is hard.
It makes no sense to me, but, it used to be Helga's Goods. Helga was a really nice lady.
Did she die too?
Yeah, they found her body in the back room.
Yeah. But there's not, is there, never mind. I don't want to know about maggots. I'm going to go there, but you're lovely. And bless you and all that jazz.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Have a great day. And she
I
turns
will.
and starts shambling away.
Is there like a garbage can or like a wooded area nearby or something?
And there's some garbage receptacles kind of interspersed throughout the city. They don't just litter on the street. There's the odd tree and bushes here. It's not like wild bushes. It's like people tend to their own landscaping and stuff to make the place look nice. Yeah. What are you looking for?
I'm going to move that corpse into one of the trash receptacles.
All right. Give me a dexterity check when you pick up the body.
Oh my.
Okay, 20. 20 is not that bad. I'm going off the first roll, even though you technically quadruple rolled. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. I'll go off the first one. So you walk over, you pick up the body by the belt in the back of the shirt. Careful not to touch the skin too much, because as soon as you did touch it, it moved a little bit. And you're like, oh. But being a druid, you've seen some stuff, and so you pick it up, and you're like, and as you pick it up by the belt and the shirt, part of the skin sloughs off and drops to the ground, and you're holding it by the belt and ew, taking it over to a garbage can or whatever, as parts are dripping and dropping, and you hear a very faint splatter hit the ground, and as you look back, part of his intestine had fallen out, and then maggots just spilled out of that as you were walking. and you just dump it in. You look back, and there's just this trail of like blood and like goo and like maggots that had dropped out of the corpse as you brought it here. It's a week-old corpse. What do you want? It's been sitting in the sun for a week.
I'm gonna find the lid and just scrape the rest of it.
Oh God.
I'll give her my shovel.
Alright. Oh, like the grossest street sweeper / CSI cleanup crew you've ever seen. This druid's just like
CSI Rain.
yeah, right.
Worry not, villagers. We shall save you from this foul intestine.
Several of the guards look over and like, hey, thanks. That was
No problem. Should have done it sooner.
Yeah, probably. They said not to touch it though, or they'd come back. So, you know, it was supposed to be a message. I'm sure you'll be fine. You've got a mercenary ring on. They won't fuck with you. I don't. So,
Who was it?
the Norma Mercenary Company.
Anybody in particular?
I didn't catch their names.
Was it a big group or a little group?
There was like 5 of them. No, 4. 5. No, because one of our guards joined them. Yeah.
Do you know where they went?
Actually, yes. They left town with a little girl.
What?
Yeah, they picked up an 8-year-old girl and then they left town.
Was she willing?
I mean, what?
She wasn't screaming.
Okay.
I didn't really ask. I mean, we've seen her around. Her parents were killed sometime last year, so she just kind of like eats whatever she can find on the streets, and you always kind of look like gross looking, you know, because she...
You couldn't have helped her?
I'm just working a job, man. Like, I don't got a lot of money. I got my own family.
So you saw them just like abduct this child?
I don't know if it was an abduction.
Now, yeah,
or if...
wait now. I don't.
You
Let
her
us not
parents are
assume the worst
I mean,
of these.
maybe she hired them. I don't know. Maybe her parents left her a dowry or like a large sum of money, and she hired them to find her killers. I don't know.
Absolutely, that makes absolute sense that she's eating off the street. All right, let's go.
Yeah, or she's or they're child traffickers. I don't know. Like, it could literally be one of the other or anything in between.
Oh, okay.
They sound like bad guys.
I mean, it's a little shady, but they were wearing merc rings, and you know, I don't make a habit of asking questions of those types of people. I just answer their questions as best I can, nod politely, and then leave. So, with all that been done, he nods and then like politely leaves.
Did he point which way they went?
What's that?
Did he at least tell us which way they went?
Yeah, southeast. He would told you that they left out the southeast gate.
My bad, I didn't catch that.
No, I didn't say it before. I didn't think of it. I didn't think about that information, thinking it was relevant, but it's fine. He would have told you. You're good. All right.
Thanks, homie.
So, you guys going to Thunderbucks?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Just for
walking
the
over
sake
there.
of brevity, you walk about 6 buildings down, and in the middle of the street, you see what could possibly be the cutest thing that you've ever seen. You see a very clean-cut goblin in the middle of the street, jumping
Look
up
at
and
that
down
goblin.
on one leg while spinning a sign that is misspelled that says Thunderbucks. And he's spinning it and pointing it, and he's like, "Hey, magical bean water wicking that way!" And he's like, yeah, he's basically a sign spinner, advertising person, and he's
He's a cute little
ushering
goblin.
traffic towards Thunderbucks. Which, as you
I'm
look
sold.
over, you see a large misspelled sign of Thunderbucks, and yeah.
I'm sold. These are my people. I'm going in.
Now that you're here, you see that there is quite a line.
I'm gonna walk up to the goblin and try to be friends with him.
Okay. He just looks up at you. Man, you're tall.
Thanks. You're short.
No, I'm Mud. Short was my cousin.
Oh, okay. I'm Astra.
No, you're tall. I'm confused.
Aren't we all?
Thunderbox.
Yeah, it's got a long line. Do you know how long people have been waiting?
Oh, depends. Some people say hours, some people say weeks, some people their whole lives.
Should I kill them all?
No, they're customers. I need this job. The last job wasn't good.
I'm sorry. That sounds like a crappy deal.
I don't wish to wait in line.
It was fine for me. It wasn't good for the person that we stabbed. It's fine. Water under the bridge.
So you're saying stabbing's okay?
Well, I didn't do the stabbing, technically. I just held the person down. $100.
I've got it.
VIP access there, sir.
What's that?
Could you get us some special access?
Yeah. Like she said.
Okay, hold on.
I promise I won't kill any of them if
I'm
you
not
get
supposed
a
to do
special
this,
access.
but I'm willing to maybe take a little bit on the side, and I'll go in and get your order for you, and I'll say it's for me, and I'm taking my break, and then I'll just hand it off.
That sounds more reasonable than killing them all.
I thought so.
How much?
10 gold pieces?
I have like one and a sword that likes killing goblins.
5 gold pieces?
Give you 3 silver.
$2 silver.
Deal.
Excellent. Like reaches up.
A wise negotiator.
I'll give him 2 silver.
Okay, he takes it, and you just see him like set his sign down on the middle of the road, like leans it up against like a post that tells you which direction, signpost. And he's like, I'll be right back. What did you want? Do you want the regular or the pumpkin spice?
Pumpkin, please.
Okay.
I need 2 pumpkin spices.
Two pumpkin,
Spices.
pumpkin.
Spices.
Right, yes. What about the
I just want the
holy
regular
looking
one.
Okay, yeah. I'll just get
Pumpkin
everybody
spice
pumpkin
as well.
then. Okay, yeah, okay. He runs inside, and you guys stand outside, patiently waiting about 5 minutes. Eventually, he comes back out holding like a small wooden crate with like holes in the top, and he's got them each like set in cups. And he comes over, he's like, okay, pumpkin spice, $100.
Thank you. I'm gonna give him 1 gold from my pocket.
Oh no, he already paid me.
No, this is for keeping your word and doing this. I'm being nice. Just take it.
Okay. Thank you. I guess I'm eating fancy tonight.
Get that fancy feast.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they'll have fish head soup.
Is the soup good here?
No, not particularly.
No.
What about bread?
The bread is good. Thunderbucks. Bread.
Oh, I think I'd eat a bread. I could get that anywhere though.
Well, they really specialize with their sourdough.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I've heard is to die for. $100.
Have you not tried it?
Is that because it's diseased?
No. They
Will
wouldn't
you
do
die?
that. You can't kill your clientele, then you don't make any money.
Well, if you charge them enough the first time.
I don't know. That does sound like a wise business plan.
I'll bring it
Don't
up with
kill
management,
them.
but I don't think they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I need a bread. Oh, here's a silver. I heard that's the going rate for the breads.
Two silver.
Okay.
Awesome. Takes the 2 silver, runs back inside. About a minute later, runs out with a sourdough loaf of bread. Surprisingly, steam coming off of it, like it just came out of the oven or something. About a minute later, after he's handing it to you and, saying, wow, okay, well, I gotta get back to work. My break's almost over. You see a... Fuck, I forgot my other notepad. One sec. How do I describe her? You see... Fuck. One sec. Okay, yeah. You see a half-elf wearing, some white linen robes, kind of off-white a little bit. Kind of stop at the door. Mud? He kind of looks up and picks up his sign and starts, like, spinning it. Yes? Mud? What? Did you take the loaf out of the oven?
I stick it under my cloak immediately.
No, that wasn't me. Mud. Okay, Aurelie, it was me. But I only did it because my new friends paid me.
I gave him money to do it.
The half-elven woman just looks at you and goes, huh. He actually made a sale. I'm impressed.
He actually
Kind of?
made several cells.
Wow. Normally he just eats it. And we have to write it off as a loss. That's okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to question it. You did good, Mud. And he just turns and he's like, thank you.
Please.
All right. Thanks for shopping at $100. He spins the sign and I got to get back to work. Sorry. You just...
Have a good day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to try the pumpkin spice
Okay.
magical bean water.
Me too.
And a piece of bread if you'd like to share.
Absolutely. I was getting it for Zaza, but we could get more bread later. I think there's probably a lot of bread around. I heard this bread is probably the best bread, that it's to die for, but that it won't kill us, allegedly. So here, why don't you have the first taste?
Sure.
Is it delightful, as they say?
I don't know. Is it as delightful as they say?
Did I just ask that?
Make a...
Yes, I'm asking somebody else.
I don't know. I guess it depends on your tastes. If you think your character would like sourdough, especially fresh from the oven sourdough that almost melts in your mouth because it wasn't set to like rest, and it's just like, oh, if like I fucking loves me some sourdough, so I'd fucking kill for it. But it's very good sourdough. So if your character would like sourdough, it's very good. If your character is
pretty
like
awesome.
Bread, then you're like, no, it's just bread with a weird taste.
I start eating the bread.
Okay.
It's delightful.
Yeah, I figured we could get him some fresh stuff tomorrow. No use giving him day-old bread.
True.
Probably doesn't want cold coffee or magic bean water.
I'll have to drink both.
Although, I've heard if you put it over ice, it tastes pretty good.
Huh.
So we could freeze it and then unfreeze it.
I'll drink this first one, and then I'll drink the second one.
And then just
About
get
what?
another one tomorrow for the 24-hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you're gonna be
It's what,
wired
about
tonight.
noonish at this point?
I won't drink
Yeah.
mine just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
What do you say we go find a tavern and get some lunch and kind of plan what we're going to do?
That's probably a good idea.
You're very wise.
Yeah. I have my moments.
If it does poison us, I could heal you. If I wanted to.
Cool. That's very useful.
I'm gonna look around for like a tavern or inn or something.
Okay. Make a perception check. Okay. Which tavern would it be closest to you? Please hold. It would be probably No Rats Here. Yep. So very, like, as you're looking around, you see a sign with a rat depicted on it with a circle around it and a line through it. And below it, it says, "No Rats Here. Tavern."
Seems
There
a
are
little
no-
suspect.
There are no rats there.
It must be really clean.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't like rats, and there are no rats there. I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow.
I'm going to cautiously follow them.
Okay. As you all walk in, you walk into a warm, lit tavern.
It's warm and lit in here.
There's torches on the wall. You see, like, over in the corner of the bar, the bartender is kind of like leaning on the bar and also like petting a very large black cat. And
Oh, you're going to say rat?
no, it's a large cat. That's why it's called No Rats Here, because he's got the cat. You see? You're in the low-income part of town. I don't know if I mentioned that. So, yeah. And he's just petting a large cat. And as you look around, you notice, the room isn't... It's probably built to fit like 60 people or so, and there's only like 15 to 20 people in here. And all of them are transfixed on what could best be described as a humanoid version of a bunny standing on a table in the middle of the tavern.
What's that?
I'm going to approach.
Does anybody see that? Is that a bunny?
I think he's
Or am
trying
I
to get
having
out what he was going to be doing. Let him
visions?
go, man.
Beyond the brawl and bash of bloody battle, after the axe and arrow are asleep, there gleams the gory glitter of guilty gold, the coins that kingly killing claims to clean. Prize not the pile that pays its price in pain. Win it once, then wish it well away.
The adoring crowd all like, oh yeah, okay. You see like a couple of people like toss a gold over towards the table. It like bounces and lands from the table and like lands into a hat that's collected there on the middle of the table. And yeah. That's where we're gonna pick up next week. As we finally have a whole party again, maybe? We'll see what happens with this bunny creature. And but it seems like so far you've got a half angel, celestial, something with you, and that's a whole barrel of fun. Please never die. I love this character so much. Sorry we went a little bit late. I was trying to find a spot narratively to end, and it didn't seem like it was happening, so I gently nudged one of you guys. Thank you for doing that. And very discreetly. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch stream. We go live on Mondays every 6:30 to roughly 10, and usually Tuesdays 6 to 9, but today, we started late, and sorry we're ending a little late. Super apologize to the one of us that has to put their kid to bed. My bad. But I didn't want to just end it like abruptly as you guys are getting Thunderbucks. Check out the Twitch stream, et cetera, et cetera. If you got Twitch Prime, appreciate the sub. If you don't, or you can't afford it, or you just don't like us, enough, that's fine too. But please do me a favor and stick around for these ads here in a second after I switch the scene over. And, it's the least you could do, at the very least. Or just click off, I don't care, ultimately. But if you do, 1 minute of ads, love you long time. And then we'll see you next week. Yeah.
Toodles.
Bye-bye.
Looking for a bruising. That's one more faction gone. The smugglers have been eliminated. Are you closer to victory? I mean, I would think so. Also, these guys like 97 positive favor with me. I think I just need... Is there a research to have like diplomatic victory or something? True friendship. Yeah, we're at 100 out of 100. But I can't even declare a non-aggression pact without researching it, which is kind of weird to me. Is there a diplomatic victory?